Nowadays, we all have a good idea about how effective a morning routine can be. However, some people still struggle to understand what to actually include in their morning routine, or they may feel like they don't have time for a proper morning routine. Some people don't have proper mornings at all. Well, you are in luck, because today we're going to talk about evidence-based activities that you can add to your morning routine, and now you can incorporate them even if you don't have time. Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Bri. I am a pre-qualified psychologist, and today we're going to talk about how to build a morning routine that is also tailored to your individual circumstances. To do this, I'm going to draw upon the life savers described in this book, written by Hal Elrod. I hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly. And if you're serious about wanting to build a perfect morning routine, I strongly advise you read this book. So without further ado, let's talk morning routines. Hal Elrod writes that there are 6 components to a perfect morning routine that he summarizes using the acronym SAVERS. These are silence, affirmation, visualization, exercise, reading, and scribing. The great thing about these tasks is that you don't necessarily have to do them in the morning. I know that for some people, the day doesn't necessarily start in the morning. I was a shift worker myself and I used to work nights, so I totally understand that not everybody has the same schedule. If that is your case, then you can just complete these tasks as soon as you wake up, whenever that is. A really important thing here is to adapt your morning routine to your needs and your individual circumstances. So let's start breaking down the lifesavers. According to Hal Elrod, the first component of a perfect morning routine is silence, which he advises to incorporate through meditation or some sort of meditative practice. Studies have demonstrated that meditation improves several aspects of psychological well-being. However, I know that not everybody is willing to wake up 10-15 minutes earlier in the morning to just meditate. And honestly, you don't need to. If you go on YouTube nowadays, you can find 1 to 3 minutes meditation exercises, which you can just incorporate as soon as you wake up before you even leave the bed. Or you can even just focus on your breath for a couple of seconds. I also appreciate that not everybody likes to meditate in the morning. I, for example, prefer to do it in the evening just before going to bed. So what you can do in this case is to just practice silence during already existing parts of your morning routine. You can do this, for example, whilst doing your morning self-care. So focusing on the hot water on your skin whilst showering, on the smell of your shower gel, or on the sensation of your face whilst doing your morning skincare. Or you could do this whilst drinking your morning coffee. You can focus on the smell of the coffee, on the taste of the coffee, and just take the time to remain in silence and remain connected to your body, focusing on your physical sensations. The second component is affirmations. Positive affirmations are short sentences that can help improve your outlook on the world when you repeat them to yourself regularly. And studies have actually shown that positive affirmations improve self-esteem and overall life satisfaction. The best way to do this will be to stand in the mirror and just repeat positive things to yourself. However, I understand that this is not everyone's cup of tea. And actually, you don't have to do that if you want to incorporate positive affirmations to your morning routine. In fact, studies have demonstrated that digital positive affirmations have the same effect of those repeated verbally. What you can do is to download one of those apps that send you motivational quotes at specific times of the day, and you can set that in the morning, for example. Some of these apps allow you also to add some widget on your home screen where you can keep like a positive quote. I, for example, use the app Motivation for this. Or another way to incorporate positive affirmations to your morning routine is through music. I know, for example, that the YouTuber Tom Kaur has created a Spotify playlist called Affirmations with a lot of motivational songs that you can listen to in the morning. I advise you to give a look at that if this seems like a good way for you to incorporate positive affirmations to your morning. The third component is visualization. Visualization is a technique that you can use to create a strong mental image of a future event. When you visualize, you can focus on something specific, a person, a place, a goal that you want to achieve, an event, and you hold it in your mind, imagining the outcome becoming reality. Visualization is linked to many health benefits benefits, including relief of anxiety and depression. One way to incorporate visualization to your morning routine is by doing that whilst meditating. However, if you do not feel like meditating in the morning, you can use other techniques. For example, you can create a vision board and put it somewhere visible in your bedroom, and you can just look at it whilst getting ready in the morning. Or if you would like a quicker solution, you know that really bad habit of scrolling first thing in the morning? Well, instead of scrolling social medias, you could go on Pinterest and scroll to a board full of motivational pictures that could also represent your future goals. In this way, you will have transformed a bad habit into something that can actually make the difference for your day. By the way, if you are enjoying the video so far, I would really appreciate it if you could leave a thumbs up or leave a comment, as it really helps the algorithm. The fourth component is exercise. Yes, you knew this was coming. Unfortunately, there is no escape from this one. The truth is, exercise improves our physical and mental health. It can improve our mood, increase our energy levels, boost our productivity, and it can also improve sleep, which could be disrupted if you, for example, work out just before going to bed. The good news is, you don't have to do a 1 hour workout if you don't have time for that in the morning. On YouTube, you can now find videos with 5 to 10 minutes workouts. And even if you feel like you don't want to do anything intense first thing in the morning, even a 2-minute stretch could be a way to incorporate movement to your morning routine. The fifth component is reading. According to Al Helford, filling our minds with positive ideas first thing in the morning is the fastest way to achieve our goals. And in his book, he says that reading something motivational, such as a personal development book or a religious textbook, first thing in the morning, can help us set a positive tone to our day. However, not everybody has the time to read something in the morning. Other things you can do are, for example, reading on public transport if that's what you take to go to work. Or you could listen to audiobooks or self-development podcasts whilst doing other things in the morning. As the important thing is to fill our mind with positive ideas. It doesn't matter how that happens. The sixth and last component is scribing. By scribing, Hal Helrod means basically journaling first thing in the morning. Studies have found that journaling can help us increase our self-awareness, release our emotion, organizes cognition, increase our intuition, and also making sense of complex situations. But what should we do if we don't have time to actually sit and write pages and pages in our journal every single morning? I, for example, have this journal over here that basically asks me a question every morning, and it then gives me 4 lines to answer it. It literally takes me 5 minutes every morning, and I do that whilst drinking my morning coffee. But if even that sounds too time consuming for you, then what you can do is to just look at journaling prompts online. There are loads, for example, on Pinterest that will save you time to actually think about what you're going to journal about. And you can just write entries on the Notes app of your phone, or you can download apps developed for this purpose, such as One Day, or I know, for example, that Apple has just released journaling app. You can quickly write these entries whilst, for example, you're on public transport. Or something even quicker that you can do is actually record yourself whilst answering these questions and keep an audio type of journal. In conclusion, having a morning routine can actually help us achieve our goals and improve our overall well-being. In particular, there are some activities that, if incorporated first thing in the morning, can be extremely effective. And if you don't have time for them in the morning, that's totally fine. Just be creative and find a way to incorporate them that works for you. It does not have to be perfect, it just needs to be done. Done is better than nothing. And this brings us to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it and you find it helpful. If you did, make sure to subscribe to the channel to avoid missing future videos. Also, if you want to get rid of bad habits, you might find my Breaking Bad Habits video helpful. I will leave that somewhere here. And that is really all for today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!